welcome. I'm really excited for this pick a card reading. It will be about your future spouse and dating your future spouse. So what is going to happen during that period of time, and maybe some advices from Spirit to help you to prepare for dating your future spouse. So mainly this reading is for those of you who are single and who haven't met their future spouse yet. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I just realized that I don't have to always put the crystal up close so you can see it. I just can zoom it in and that's it. So hopefully you can see all the crystals. Pause the video right now if you want to meditate on those crystals, and then choose one crystal that you feel the most drawn to, and go to the description box or the comment section where you can find the timestamp to fast forward to your reading. By the way, if you're interested in ordering my personal readings, you can visit my website, which is infinitesky.eu. All information is in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. You have chosen this crystal, so this is going to be your reading about dating your future spouse. I'm feeling a little bit chaotic and messy. Hopefully my energy doesn't transfer to this reading, but we're gonna see what happens. So first we're going to look at your oracles deck, oracle cards, and see what messages do you have. Okay, so we have inner peace. So I feel like when you will start dating your future spouse, you're going to be at more peaceful state of your mind than you are right now. Because I feel like right now you might be dealing with some issues, you might be dealing with some anxiety, depression, some thoughts that doesn't let you sleep very well. I'm feeling that you might go through turmoil. If you're not going through that right now, I feel like you're definitely are destined to go through some turmoil, some chaotic events before you meet your future spouse, because it is a part of your destiny to go through that, to experience some anxiety or depression or whatever it is, and then come out of the other side and see hope again, see love again. The reason for that is I'm feeling that you have to learn how to heal yourself first. It's not that other person cannot heal you. Love has that capacity to heal other person, but because you have to learn and you have to know your strength, your abilities, your inner power. You cannot learn your inner power by being in a very good romantic relationship where everything is fine and there's only, flowers and unicorns. You can't learn your inner power, your inner strength by being in a good conditions. It means that you have to go through turmoil and learn how to lean on yourself and learn how to feel at least pieces of inner peace. So it doesn't have to be that you have to reach that place of complete inner peace and complete happiness. Spirit is not talking about that. It's more about learn at least something. Learn at least, learn at least the small amounts of peace, how to reach the small amount of peace. I'm hearing like you don't have to be perfect, but at least know that there's a way for you to lean on yourself and to be sometimes happy on your own. Okay, sometimes. Not all the time depressed. I'm feeling like your spirit guides are saying they don't want for you to feel all the time depressed. They want you to open a little portals, a little, periods of time when you can feel at peace with your own self. Okay, and then you might meet your future spouse, and future spouse is going to even push harder, like push you to find more happiness, more joy in your life by making you believe in love again. Okay, we also have keep an open mind. So I'm feeling that the first impression of your future spouse won't be the best impression. You might think about your future spouse that this is not the person that you normally would date. Okay, we're going to see more about that. I'm really curious about knowing what exactly is not your usual type, like what is their personality or how they behave. Like, I'm really curious. We have Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is about communication, and it's in tactful communication, not very diplomatic maybe communication. So your future spouse might appear as a little bit upfront, not little bit, but quite upfront, straightforward person who is really in your face, and you might not like it because you feel like maybe they are too arrogant for you, or they don't have other sides of their personality. You might think that this is who they are. This is the only personality that they have, like being very upfront, being really, straightforward, like in your face type of energy. So they are saying what they're thinking, and you might not like it because you might think that this is a stubborn asshole. I'm hearing asshole. So like a stubborn idiot, like maybe you met some like those types of people in your life when it came to your romantic, maybe your dating life or in your romantic life. Like what I'm talking about, that arrogant, bitchy type of behavior that you don't like. But this person is actually has more side to it, like has more also sensitive sides that they will not show you right away. So that's why your spirit guides are saying, like, keep an open mind and don't rely purely on the first impression of your future spouse. When you meet somebody, like, always keep an open mind, because you don't know if you meet your future spouse or not. When you have to give it a try, at least, okay? You have to give it a try and see what happens. So we have air element with communicating. So during first dates and dating your future spouse, you're going to be having a lot of conversations, talking, communicating, getting to know each other, like mainly talking. I'm hearing via text messages also, a lot of messaging each other, even might be online talking through internet. When you're not together, you will talk almost non-stop, like almost every day, I'm hearing. So actually I think that the main part of your dating or just getting to know each other will be through internet, through messaging, through online talking, and then you will start to meet each other. Or you might meet before that, but you're not going to meet as often as you want or as often as other people, because there might be a long distance relationship, or you might be busy. Like, there's some external circumstances that is blocking meeting you, or could be internal circumstances. So, but mainly you will be communicating through internet, through messaging, through messages, okay? So before you have feelings for each other, you will get to know each other very, very well. before you have a like intimate connection, or before you guys kiss, you are going to already know a lot about each other. Okay, we also have this card which speaks about fears. So I'm feeling that you might at times feel very vulnerable and like naked in front of your future spouse, because there are certain parts of you that you don't want to show to them. You feel vulnerable talking about some parts of yourself, some, maybe emotional wounds, or some spheres of your life that you, like areas of your life that you don't want to share. For example, like if you have some difficult family situation, or you had some difficult past experiences with your ex-partner, you might not want to share that right away because you feel too vulnerable. So that's okay. So take your time, and Spirit is not rushing you, and your future spouse will not rush you into talking about subjects that you don't want. So have your boundaries and take your time, okay? So I'm hearing that will be a combination of feeling comfortable and not feeling comfortable, okay? But we will get into that as I will read your tarot cards. So we also have make the effort. So your spirit guides will be encouraging you whenever you meet this person, especially when you meet this person eye to eye, like having the actually meet, in reality, not messaging each other, not talking via internet, but meeting each other. Your spirit guides are advising and recommending, for your own benefit, to give compliments to your future spouse, because they might also feel nervous. You're not the only one who feels vulnerable, who feels a little bit shy. Your future spouse is going to feel that as well. And in order for you to have that more intimate conversation, more close, being more close to each other, and almost like I'm hearing to turn your meeting, which might feel initially like you might feel like you're going to the job interview, or one of you might feel like they're going to the job interview because I feel like you might have a lot high standards of a person that you would like to date. So one of you, I'm more feeling like your future spouse, they're going to feel like they are in a job interview with you, because your energy feels feels too cautious, so your spirit guides are advising you to give compliments to each other, especially you give compliments to your future spouse, because they will start to like you more, and they will feel more comfortable with you. They will know that you will like them, so they can be themselves, because you already like them. But if they don't know if you like them, they might be more guarded and more closed off, because they don't know if you might reject them or not. But when you show them, okay, I already like you, so you can relax, they can relax. I mean, this is the advice for you. So we have the gateway. So I feel like dating your future spouse and meeting your future spouse for the first time will open up really big portal to your future. You might feel very, very uplifted when you talk with your future spouse. You might feel really joyful, happy, it's almost like you are on the higher vibrations when you are in contact with your future spouse, and you're going to feel more and more happy as the time goes on, because the future spouse will open up the portal for love and for starting new relationship, for starting fresh. So of course you're going to feel happy. Of course you must feel joyful, happy and excited. If not, then this is not your person. If you always feel, like shy, closed off, guarded, you feel always nervous, and there's no like happy vibes in your dating, then it's not your future spouse. Because with your future spouse, you're going to feel uplifted. No matter how vulnerable or how uncomfortable at times you might feel, the general vibe will be happy, excited, wanting to know each other. Okay? So this is a sign for you. We have muddled, unclear thinking. So it's more about the first impression, and especially the first date or the first meeting with your future spouse. You might feel like really confused. What is happening? You might have like a lot of fears surrounding your date, because you don't know if this person is serious, you don't know if this person is right for you, so you might be really confused about everything. Okay. But if you not give a chance to this person, or to some people that are possibly, you don't know about them yet, you don't know them, you actually don't know them, but you think there's a potential, there might be potential, so you have to give it a chance. You have to, again, like, give it a chance and go to that date. And if after the first date you feel completely lost, completely like you don't know, and you completely like like you don't want to meet this person again, then this is not your future spouse. Again, because after meeting your future spouse for the first time, after having maybe 1 or 2 hours conversation with them, you are going to want to know them more. You're going to want to know them more. You're going to want to meet again. This is what I'm feeling. If not, then this is, again, not your future spouse. We have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So I feel like this is you, or even it might be both of you, that you went through a toxic relationship, and this relationship will be a really healing experience for you. It will open your heart, and it will learn how to love again, how to trust again in somebody. It will be really positive experience, dating and meeting your future spouse. But you might feel sad. You might feel sad at times, and sadness comes, or even anger. I'm hearing anger and sadness comes because you will open your heart, and as you open your heart, everything that doesn't serve you has to come out. So every emotion, every like hurt, resentment has to come out. So don't be discouraged if you sometimes feel really sad after you meet your future spouse. Not during, but after. Especially after or before meeting, like you might feel like not enough. You might feel even angry at life or at God. You might feel like those feelings because your heart will start to open, and you might feel really emotional because of that. Family wishes come true. So the more time passes, the more you will know that this person is your family. This person is from your soul tribe. You feel a soulmate connection. You feel that deep soul bond. And if you don't have children, that it might be that if you want, of course, have children, this is the person that you will have children, because you're going to know this after a few dates, a few meetings with this person. And they are going to feel very familiar, and like they are already belong to you. You are belonging to each other. It's like a family to you. And I'm also feeling like this person will want to have a family with you. They will also feel the same feelings. They will also know that like talking with you is really safe place to them, and you're making them to feel safe, appreciated, and understood and accepted. So they feel family to you also. Okay, let's look into your tarot card. Okay, let's see your tarot cards. So, okay, with the Four of Cups in reverse and Seven of Pentacles, I'm feeling that, again, as I said before, you're going to release every past experience that doesn't serve you anymore when you meet your future spouse. Dating your future spouse and meeting them for the first time will help you to release every negative experiences that you may had with your ex-partners, with your family members, whatever it is that you're going through right now or you went through in a recent in the recent past. You will release them and you will clear everything. Your future spouse and dating them will help you to start fresh. And if you deal with some apathy, lethargic energies, that will also be gone at the time when you meet your future spouse. That will be gone gradually, but especially when meeting your future spouse, because the divine timing is right when you are ready. And you will be ready when you already cleared a lot of karma, a lot of negative experiences. That will be the time of your life, I'm hearing. The time of your life, the right timing for meeting each other. And you have to be at least in the middle of healing, in the middle of, that dark tunnel that you're going through. You have to see the light for yourself, and then you will meet each other. If you feel like you don't see a light, then unfortunately you have to learn how to see the hope for your life. You have to see the potential of your future, of your talents, abilities, whatever you're struggling with. If you struggle with low self-esteem, you have to learn to at least see the positive sides of you, see the potential that you have. Don't be don't be, because you can't force yourself to be positive, but it must happen. This is a natural process. It must happen that you have to feel at least sometimes good about yourself, feeling confident, feeling good, that you know your self-worth, okay, before meeting your future spouse. And also you are going to know what do you want from the relationship, what do you want from the romantic relationship, what are your expectations about the future. You have to know what you're attracting and how this person might behave, how they're going to treat you, what are the red flags. If you don't know these things, you have to know those things before you meet somebody, because you will attract that specific type that you need. It might not be the exact specific type that you think, but it will be what you need and what you always dreamt about, what you always wanted in a person, in a romantic relationship. Like how this person will treat you will be amazing, because you will feel appreciated, feel accepted by the future spouse. And you will there will be not a long time before knowing those things. Maybe after first or two meetings, maybe even talking, for most of you it will be only talking talking with your future spouse, with the person that you're getting to know, for at least 1 or 2 hours, and that's it. You're going to know that this is a good investment. I want to, like I said, meet this person again. I want to see what happens. I'm interested. You will be interested. Okay, we have Ace of Swords with the Three of Swords in reverse. So that's about seeing everything clearly. So in the beginning of your reading, we had that the card which says that you might have unclear thoughts. Yeah, unclear thinking. And this is the Ace of Swords, so it's opposite energy. This is seeing the truth, seeing the light, seeing the reality. So I'm feeling that even though first impression is not good, it might not be good, the second you realize that, oh shit, it might be my person, it might be the one, like it will be like sudden realization that, oh no, I might meet the one, like this is actually my future spouse. It will dawn to you, it will be really unexpected when you think about that. And when you know it, like there's not going back. You will not go back to your old thinking and old seeing and old perception of them. Like that first impression will be gone. That first negative impression of your future spouse will be gone. The moment when you had this epiphany that this is your future spouse, this might be the one. Okay, and that might trigger, like I said before, like those feelings of sadness, like little bit anger, like why now? Like you'll be asking, why now? Like this is not the right timing right now. Like I might feel that you don't want to date nobody, you're not in that kind of mood, you're not ready, there's something that needs to be more healing occur. Like I'm feeling like for some of you, okay, this is a specific message, that you're healing yourself and you're anticipating for meeting your future spouse, but when that time will actually come, you will realize, oh shit, like I might need more time, even more time for healing myself. I thought that I don't need time, but actually I need more time because I'm not ready, I'm not perfect, I'm not, something. And this will be completely different than you're feeling right now. Yeah, this is interesting. Page of Cups with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so that's interesting. So sometimes you will not want to collaborate with them. Sometimes you will not want to talk with them. Sometimes there will be days when you don't feel good, when you just don't feel well. Like maybe there's, just a bad day for you. You're not in the mood and they're texting you and you're like, oh my God, like I don't want to answer that. I don't want to reply because I don't feel good about myself. Okay, so yeah. I want to ask Spirit, how to what should you do when those times will come, like when you don't want to reply them? What should you do? We have Seven of Swords in reverse. So you have to see everything really clearly. You have to see when this is coming from, because how this is going to manifest is that you're not only going to feel bad about yourself, but you might project some things about your person when you will talk, when you communicate, because you just do it. Because you're just projecting things from your past. You just imagining worst case scenario. You're imagining like this person might be evil to you, might treat you wrong, like you might notice like those little details about them that you're not sure if this is a red flag, and you might interpret that in the wrong way. So Spirit is asking for you to, like, again, give it a chance and see if you're correct or not. Like, see, observe, maybe ask even some questions that will clarify if this person is wrong, if this person like has those red flags or not. Give them a chance. Also seeing that both of you're going to feel and act a little bit defensive to each other. Like you don't want, sometimes you just feel so defensive, you can't open up. You just can't open up, you can't act normal. You can't act normal, you can't function even normal. You might feel awkward at times dating and meeting your future spouse. You might not know what to talk about or how to talk. Like how to pose yourself, what impression you're giving to them. You might not know what they're thinking of you, and also how should you talk about your past, how should you talk about your even dreams or plans for the future. You might not know it because you don't know if this is the right timing to talk about those things, or if this person will take you seriously, if this person has might have negative impression of you if you say some things that are really personal or too deep or too emotional. You might overthink a lot of things, and that's why you might appear not cold but defensive. So your future spouse also might feel those emotions and those situations when you might feel awkward and defensive. But I think that in the end you will learn how to laugh at yourselves and how to open up. And at first you might be like really closed off and guarded when you're talking to them, but then you're going to say like, oh, the other day I wanted to text you this, but I thought maybe this is not the right timing, and you might take advantage of me, and then like I didn't say to you. But you are going to talk eventually about those moments together, and you will open up and you might laugh at it. Because you're not the only one who is defensive. You're not the only one who is feeling this way. That's interesting. Okay, so later on, when you will have more dates, like maybe a few dates, a few months will pass, you're going to develop a really deep friendship and really equal partnership with each other. But that is not going to immediately be a romantic connection. That will be more like a friendship, getting to know each other, learning from each other, learning about each other, but not as romantic as you want. And this is because of that defensiveness, feeling uncomfortable. And you might have to just try harder and put more efforts to making sure that you're getting closer to each other. And I mean like emotionally closer. So you might have to even put more efforts to break those walls, and to get to know each other more. Because you might get a little bit stuck in a friend zone. You might get stuck in a friend zone if you won't put efforts, if you don't compliment each other, if you won't show any flirtatious actions, maybe even sexual actions towards each other. You might feel a little bit stuck in that friend zone. Okay, and I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups. Oh, we have chemistry. So what I said, you have to show each other that you like each other, not in a friendly way, not in partnership way, business partnership. By the way, you might meet this person at work, or there's some relations with the work. So that's why you will not know if this person is serious or they're just friendly, or they're just polite, if they're interested. And that feeling goes both ways. So you're both feeling this way. You're both not sure if the other person has those deeper feelings and has chemistry for you. You don't know if this person is attracted to you, because both of you are not going to show that you are attracted to each other. So Spirit is advising, show that, like, be flirtatious, be spontaneous, and try to break that barrier of friendliness, of friend zone. And in the end we have Sun, so everything will be just fine. You are going to move to a really happy relationship together, and everything is what is in the past is in the past. You're no longer will be focusing on the past heartbreak or past issues that you had, and you're going to start fresh with this person. It will be the best time of your life, might be the best time, not of your life, because there will be even more happier times ahead for you, but it will be really happy times dating your future spouse, okay? So that's it, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in ordering my personal readings, all information is in the description box below. So thank you and bye. Hello, pile number 2. You have chosen this crystal. So this is going to be your reading about dating your future spouse. Okay? So let's start with your oracle cards, and then we will see your tarot cards. So first we have solitude. So at the time when you're going to start dating your future spouse, you will be already accepting the fact that you are alone, that you're single, that you live a single lifestyle. Like, there is a routine in your day. There's certain things that you do that make you happy. You're single. You will be accepting the fact that you're single, and you will not complain about this anymore. If you are complaining right now, you might feel quite complete on your own, quite happy, quite satisfied on your own. You will find a lot of bonuses and benefits in being single at the time when you will meet your future spouse. And that is interesting, because whenever we let go of the expectations of meeting someone, this is when the blessings come. This is the time when the blessings come, because you don't really focusing too much on meeting someone. You just going about your life. We have honeymoon. So I feel like whenever you have dates, like romantic dates with your future spouse, those will be really memorable, because you might meet in different locations that you have never been before. You might visit some places that are really interesting for you, and not only mentioning about the romantic feelings that you are both will have, but only the fact that you will meet each other in some really interesting locations or beautiful locations, that will make you really happy, uplifted, and joyful, because I feel like you either didn't know those locations, or you never, the previous partners didn't made a lot of romantic dates with you. It will be a new experience for you, will be new experience in having those romantic dates. it will be really, really new. Even though if you did have romantic dates before with some other people, something about them will be really new, fresh, and like almost a magic in the air type of date. I feel like your future spouse will make a lot of efforts before meeting you. They will make sure that they are dressing nice, they're smelling nice, they're, plan everything out before meeting you. Yeah. They will treat you like a queen or a king. So we have friends. So I feel like you will develop a really deep friendship with this person. At first, it will be like the right way of knowing each other. I would say not that there's a right way of knowing each other person. It's more like there will be a gradual flow and gradual getting to know each other before you move to the next phase of your relationship. Before you get intimate, get physical with each other, before you move in together, there will be a natural flow. So with the control issues, I also feel like you might feel sometimes that you want to force a relationship or control the relationship. You want to know what's next. You want to know how they're feeling. You want to almost rush things. So Spirit is advising for you not to rush anything and let the natural rhythm go, because there is a magic in this. There is a magic in not knowing what the future holds for each other. There is a magic. So be excited rather than controlling about the dates. Even though you might have a lot of feelings for each other, you might want to get close with each other, but better slowly than too fast. Better to move slowly than too fast with this connection, because it will help you to build a foundation. And also, if you move too fast, then you might skip some parts that are really amazing. There's a really amazing part in just dating, just getting to know each other, like giggling, being awkward with each other. There's a beauty in that. So don't forget about that, because you might want to, be in that place that you're already familiar with each other. You already know everything about each other. There's not much to know about future spouse, because you already know their family members, their past experience, their past romantic experiences, their future plans. Like, you might want to be in that place already, because then you might feel comfortable, but that means that you will skip some parts that are really amazing and beautiful in some way. I also feeling that you have a really close friend that will be a little bit jealous of your connection, but not in a bad way. It's more like they want to spend time with you as well, but you are busy dating your future spouse. So they might see you and they might be really curious about how your date went and what you were doing. They might even steal some ideas and apply to their romantic life. If you visit some really beautiful place, that friend of yours might visit that place as well with their partner or with their date. So we also have this card, which speaks about overthinking, overanalyzing. So unfortunately, you might really overanalyze everything what happens during those dates, during the phase of getting to know each other, because inside you might feel a little bit fearful of things that might be wrong. They are not wrong, but in your head you are amplifying things and the situation feels more dangerous than it is. This is because your past experiences or just of your personality trait, I don't know why, but you will be over analyzing things. And sometimes you might feel lonely or upset. There's some really deep loneliness about this woman. So unfortunately, even though you feel like at the time when you will be dating your future spouse, you might feel inspired and happy, but when you come back home, you might again feel a little bit depressed or melancholic because you're not together. You still are single. You're still, in that phase of getting to know each other. You're not living together. So that might be the case. And of course, there's a simple advice from Spirit that it's hard to be a human. It's hard to be a human, and your spirit guides are acknowledging that. It's really hard. But try to be not a human. Try to be like an animal, like a dog, like a cat. Like try to be a thing outside of your box, and not focus and don't take personally those things that you cannot change. Try to forget that you're human. Try to see it as just emotional baggage that you need to let go, but it's nothing personal about it. Because you might get into a victim mentality, you might get into that victimhood, and you might think that, oh well, life is not fair. Even though I'm meeting my future spouse, I'm still, messed up. I'm still depressed, and I need to be happy for them to love me. So don't think those things, because you deserve of love anyway. You deserve of love even with your shadow aspects. Even when you are depressed, even when you're sad, you deserve love. If you feel comfortable enough, when you reach that phase of your dating, of course, when you feel comfortable enough of talking about this, please talk about these things with your future spouse, because they might really understand you and accept you, and they might even say to you that they are going through the same things, or they went through the same things, and they will be able to understand your pain and your melancholic vibe, or your depression, or whatever mental illness that you have, or mental issues that you have. We have the Gateway. This card was in the exact same position in pile 1. So you might resonate with pile 1 as well. So this reading, this card is about opening the portal in your future, and helping you also to overcome that depressive moods or apathy or any negative emotions that you are going through. Dating your future spouse will open up the portal even more. So these experiences will definitely help you to deal with your mental issues. But it will require for you to let go of control and be vulnerable, and to share about those things. Not to put a mask on, because you might be tempted to put a mask on and just show your persona, show your positive personality, not talking about the bad stuff that is happening. So please don't. Please be open, and please share everything with your future spouse. If they are not the right person, then you don't have anything to lose, because the right person will not go away, will not leave you, will not reject you, will not make fun of you, will not shame you. They will love you. They will accept you. So please be open, and please be yourself. Don't hide your shadow aspects. Don't hide your problems. Okay, another card which speaks about friendship. A distant friend is thinking of you. So, like I said before, your friend might feel a little bit jealous. There will be some people that will be jealous of your relationship, of your future spouse, or it might be that your ex-partner will get information that you're dating someone and they might get jealous. And I think that's funny and that's awesome, because that indicates that you already on the next phase of your life and they are still miserable, but you're moving forward in your life and they are still miserable thinking of you. Okay, so don't put a lot of focus on that, and don't lower your vibration because of jealous people. It's just the way they are. Abundance. So actually this relationship and this future spouse will be everything that you wanted and more. Everything that you always thought you wanted and what you didn't know you wanted, you will have that. There are some things that you will get and you will be like, oh, I won the lottery. I didn't know that I needed that, and I needed that. This person is not only this, but also that. Like something about their personality, the way they look, the way they behave, it will be like feeling like you won the lottery. It's almost like a feeling, oh, I have too much now. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't deserve this almost. Like, not you will feel blessed, because you're gonna think that not a lot of people meet this type of partner. Not everybody is blessed like you. You will almost feel like above everyone, because like the connection and the chemistry that you both have will be amazing and off the charts, and you might even feel like, oh, I don't deserve that. Why cannot everybody meet someone like that? Why cannot everybody like develop a relationship like me? Because now I feel not deserving. Now that I meet people that are miserable or that are lonely, I feel not deserving of having that. Okay? So yeah, you deserve love. You deserve, because you have it. You manifested this. So you're worth it. You're always wanted it. We have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So there is two messages for those of you who are single and don't have any children, but you want to have in the future. That means like this person is willing to have children with you, will be willing to have children, and you will have children, and that might happen early on in your relationship. For those of you who already have children from ex-partner, that means like your future spouse will accept your children or your child, because they always wanted to be a father or a mother. So don't worry about those things. Don't worry about saying for the first time that, oh, by the way, I have kids. By the way, I have a kid from my previous partner. That won't be an issue, okay? And for those of you who don't want to have children, that means that you will have a idea or business project that you might work together with your future spouse. If there's something that you want to do, or you always wanted to be a business partners with your future spouse, that is going to happen. Okay? So now let's see your tarot cards. Okay, let's talk about the Devil and the Knight of Wands first, because there is a really strong message here. So if it doesn't resonate, then leave it, but for some of you it's really important to hear this message. So you will have crazy chemistry with this person. You will have really strong physical attraction to each other, but it will be almost like a blockage to your connection, because when you are so physically attracted to each other, you can't really focus on anything else but imagining, fantasizing in a sexual way about each other. So the other aspect of your dating phase with your future spouse will be that if you have children or a child, or if your future spouse has children, okay, there's some of you, I feel like for most of you, either you or them will have a child, okay, from their previous connections, and you might not want to be physical with them because of that child. Okay, so I will explain it. So it's not in a weird way, it's just that being physical and being in a sexual contact means that you are almost committing to each other, and some of you might not want to commit straight away because of the children, and children gives that responsibility, gives that promise to the future that I won't leave you, because when there's children involved, you don't want to be that person who is, sleeping around. One day you're together and the other day you're not together, because that will be a trauma caused to your children. So either one of you or your future spouse might be in that situation and contemplate things, whether they want to have sex with you or they don't. Also, if some of you has children or child, I feel like that will be a little bit I don't want to say, but a blockage in dating, because you have to make sure that the child is with someone else, or you might have to hide things that you are dating someone, like dating. The fact that you are dating someone from your children, because they might not be ready to know this information. Yeah, so this is not something that you need to worry about, but just the spirit is saying those facts about your future relationship. Okay, we also have the star. So I feel like the dating with your future spouse will open up a new perception of the reality for you. Open up a new reality. Things that you never saw coming, you will start to see them. Not only that you're manifesting this, but also those negative emotions will slowly but surely will be gone from your life. Will gradually you're going to feel more inspired, more joyful, more happy. Like there's a really hope. There's a lot of hope for your future. You will start to make plans, be more ambitious about your future, because you will feel inspired by being with this person. And you will also make a lot of plans with your future spouse. Those plans first will involve just planning your future date, or where you might meet, when you might meet. Like you have to almost plan, really be detailed about planning, because some of you or both of you are really busy people. Might be your future spouse, that they are really busy with their work, they are working a lot, or they just have a lot of responsibilities, or you have a lot of responsibilities with your family or with your work, and but they will make plans for you. They will make sure that you will meet and you will spend quality time, not rushing things, not looking to the watch and always thinking if there is enough time for your date. Okay. Also, I'm feeling that your future spouse will be really successful person who has achieved a lot in their field already. So you don't have to worry about money or financial things. this person will be really accomplished, and they will make sure that they will pay for everything when you're dating. If you had any partners in the past who are not paying for your meal or for your time together, this person will definitely treat you very good, and they will pay for you because they can afford that. They have more than enough to give you. And also it's not only the money, it's not only the financially that they will be paying to you and giving to you, but they will also be really present during dating and during talking to you, because they enjoy quality time. They enjoy deep conversations. They enjoy spending quality time with people in general, not only in a romantic context, but also in people in general, with people. And this is clarified by the Hermit. So sometimes you're even going to feel that whenever you're going to a date, you feel a little bit not prepared. You don't know how to prepare yourself for this, because maybe you're traveling far away from your home, or you know doing something that you're not used to do. It might be that you are doing some activities together that you're not used to do. There might be some really amazing and exciting moments that you're out of your comfort zone, I'm feeling. So it might be that you're doing something active and you are a little bit scared of those activities. I don't know why. Maybe you're not used to dates like this. Maybe you're used to go to the restaurant and just talk, but sometimes you will be spending a really interesting time. Okay. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel like whenever you will meet your person, and gradually you're going to feel more and more relieved, more and more stable, confident, less worrying, less controlling, because in the beginning of your reading we had control issues, let go of control issues. So if you feel like you're quite controlling person, you want to know everything, you want to make sure that everything goes all right, you might feel much more relaxed as the time goes, because you can trust this person, and you will know that you can trust this person, and you can be yourself around them. Also, your future spouse will be the one who will make the romantic gesture, who will ask you out. It will be a romantic date. It will be there will be a label that this is a date. This is not a meeting. This is not a business meeting. This is not a friendship connection. This is a romantic date. We are into each other. There will be obvious signs of that. And there will be obvious signs that you are attracted to each other, but you might not. How about the chemistry? I want to know more about this chemistry. The Magician in reverse, like I said, there will be blockages for getting physical with each other, so you will not get physical right away because of the children or because of other circumstances. So it will be hard for you to contain yourselves. It will be really hard for you. That will be quite a blockage, quite an obstacle, because you might at times feel really tense, really there's so much tension, sexual tension between you two, and you don't know how to deal with that sometimes. Okay, and the last cards we have Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Oh, that was also in reverse. So you have a lot of illusions about how the relationship might go. I don't want to be, disrespectful, but what I'm feeling is that you might be really inexperienced when it comes to dating. Even like you might be that your previous partners didn't ask you out a lot, or you might be single, like you might be really single for a long time. Like there's something about not knowing how to act sometimes, not knowing how the things should go during the date. Will they pay me? Will they not? Should I ask for, a help when I go to see it? Should I ask that, there's some types of social situations that might scare you a bit because you don't know how to act, or you don't know how to be romantic with each other, or you should be romantic with each other. But you will figure it out. And also there's a projections about relationship in general. So you have a lot of fears around romantic relationships that you had to overcome one by one, not everything at once. You have to be able to see the truth of the situation one by one. So what are those projections? I want to clarify some things. What are those projections that you have? Oh, you have religious factors, but it doesn't have to be about religion, but just there might be different opinions about certain subjects, and you might think that this is an obstacle for your relationship, because I want to say, like, your values are not aligning. You might think that. You might think, oh, our values don't align because my future spouse or this person thinks of politics or economics this way, and I'm thinking about it that way. So, but that is not an obstacle. That will be not an obstacle. You should be open-minded, and you should be able to be flexible and be open to other opinions, other viewpoints. If you are a really spiritual person and spirituality means a lot to you, that means that this person might not be as spiritual as you, but also they might be really interested in that, and they will not create a major obstacle, or they will not criticize your spirituality. They will not, they will accept your religion or your spirituality. So that will not become an issue for you. So don't be afraid if there's some things that needs to be aligned, or you don't need to be aligned, I'm hearing. You just need to accept that people have different opinions. Okay, what are the other projections that you might have? Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Even before meeting your future spouse, you might have specific idea how you're going to meet or how things will go. And oh darling, like my spirit guide says, oh darling, you don't even understand. You don't even know things, how they will go. Even though you might know facts that, we're going to meet at the restaurant on April, or I'm going to be that or this, but you don't actually can imagine everything that will happen. You cannot control life, you cannot expect this to happen, and that's the magic of life. That's the magic, that you cannot control things. There's always a possibility of unknown. You cannot predict future, even though you know your future prediction. You cannot predict it, because in your head it will be different than in reality. So yeah. And also about manifesting your soulmate. If you think that you need to manifest or you need to do certain things to manifest this person, you don't. Your spirit guides are saying you don't need to manifest. You don't need to try. You don't need to pray even, because there is a divine timing. Even if you think you're ready, or if you think you're not ready, you will still meet your future spouse, whether you want it or not. So you cannot control anything. You cannot control anything in this scenario. Okay, so that was your reading. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in ordering my personal readings, you can visit my website, which is infinitesky.eu. All information is in the description box below. So thank you and bye. Hello, pile number 3. You have chosen this rainbow aura quartz crystal. For me it looks really artificial. I don't know why you chose it. I'm just kidding. But for me, I don't really use this crystal as much, because I think how they do it is they do this crystal artificially, or at least they take this quartz crystal that is naturally found in nature, and they put this crystal in really high temperature, and it looks fine, but for me it's giving me fake energy, a little bit fake energy. So dating your future spouse, what it is going to be like dating your future spouse. Okay, some cards I will not interpret, because we will look at your tarot, so I can give you a more accurate message. But some cards I can interpret. So addiction. I feel like you really want to meet your future spouse right now. Like right now, at this moment. Like you are ready. You're thinking that you're really, really ready, and you can meet him or her right now as you're watching this reading. But guess what? If you will meet your future spouse right now, you will get so addicted to his or her energy that you will be obsessed about them, and that is not healthy. That's why you're not meeting them right now, because it is a divine timing. I know this message is really frustrating to hear, but it is only for your highest good, because you want to be prepared, you want to be complete, you want to be complete on your own, not get codependent. That's why you need to learn some things that you can learn on your own until you're ready to meet them. Okay, because I'm seeing that you're waiting and you're almost obsessing right now. So don't be waiting. Because what waiting is doing is that you're putting off your life. You're not living in the moment, you're waiting. And when you will meet them, you will see that why were you waiting? Because you didn't have to wait. It's almost like you will be so clear-headed and clear-minded, like you will understand the illusion of it. Waiting for someone, it's almost like putting off your life and not living in the moment, and missing some opportunities, missing some experiences that are good for you. So this is an illusion. Please don't wait if you can, of course, because I'm guilty myself. I'm really obsessing over meeting someone as well, so I'm not judging you. I'm in the same energy. And also, this card was just popping out of the deck when I was shuffling it. So it says, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. So those changes are coming right now. Like those changes, you will not notice how fast things can change in the moment, like that. One day you're single, the other day you're not. One day you're miserable, another day you're happy. Like things can change really, really fast. But in order for you to learn your lesson, you need to be perseverant. you need to push harder, move forward. Sometimes you need to even push yourself to get out of the bed, or to try to not focus on your future too much. That's a willpower. That, of course, the willpower and strength of you. It requires a lot of strength to do this, but it's worth it. It's worth it because, okay, try to imagine this way. If you will get your future spouse right now, you will be missing out an opportunity to be on your own. And believe me, when you will have your future spouse, you are even think like, why I didn't enjoy my freedom, why I didn't enjoy my single life. Because single life is also really good because you can focus your everything. You can focus on yourself. You can put energy in yourself. You can, you know, you come back from work, you go to the shower, you can plan your day however you want, you can go to bed whenever you want. Like, this is your freedom, this is freedom. But you might not take it as freedom because you are too focused and you think that if you are in a relationship then you will be happy. But guess what? You will be the same. Maybe a little bit more happy, yeah. At first it will be really fine and good, but later on you will come back to your own original mood, original, you know, your things will start to get comfortable. And yeah, I don't want to get you depressed or discouraged. I'm just saying that enjoy your single life as you can, because later you might think, oh, I don't have time. Right now I don't have time for me. You might you might in the future, I'm feeling, you might not have time for your self-care, for taking care of yourself, and you might miss those moments when you do have time. Okay, so that's why. And also I'm feeling both of you, you and your future spouse are really wise people. And this person will reflect your wisdom to you. They will be equally wise. So that's someone that's really mature in their age. I'm hearing in their age. Maybe they're younger, they're older, doesn't matter. But even though they might be younger, they will still be really, really mature. They are old souls and they know what they are doing in life. They have their shit together, I'm hearing, okay? That's why you might get addicted to this person, obsessed about this person. This person, their energy is going to feel really magnetic and captivating you. Like you want to spend every minute, every hour with this person. So yeah, in order for you to not get attached and not get codependent, you must learn how to be complete on your own. Because the intensity of those codependent dynamic in your relationship will be less obvious. But I feel like they still will be. You cannot avoid being codependent. I mean, like, you can work on yourself as much as you can, but sometimes you just can't solve problems on your own, because relationship is something that is moving, that is changing. And when you are on your own, you're not really interacting with someone. Someone is not stepping on your buttons. You are just on your own. So being in a relationship will always expose those parts that are not seen, that are not seen when you are on your own, because you're comfortable on your own. With this Solitude card, I feel like even though you feel lonely sometimes, and yeah, that is an issue for you maybe at this time, but I think that in time you will learn how to accept your solitude, and when you meet your future spouse, you're going to already be happy and satisfied with your state of mind and with your status, with your single status. Okay, you might not feel really like inspired, motivated and happy, but you will feel satisfied. Okay, another card that we are having is Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So of course this relationship will change you. Of course you want it so bad because your soul already knows. You are wanting to be in a relationship not because you're crazy, but because your soul knows that this person will definitely change your life. They will definitely change your life. They will definitely inspire you. They will help you to move forward, to let go of any past issues, past experiences, past hurts. They will liberate you in some way. If you felt like you are really stuck in your own head, stuck on your own patterns, you're not really experiencing life as you want to experience, this person will help you to open up to new realities, new possibilities, new lifestyle changes. There will be some changes made in your external environment. Maybe some living situation changes. You might change your location, you might change your lifestyle, you might change your physical appearance even, like you might think of different style, dressing differently, or taking care of your health differently. So there will be some changes when you meet this person, and that will be inspired by this connection. Okay, so we have new love, which indicates that this person is completely new. You didn't meet this person in any circumstances. This is someone new. This is not someone from your past. However, with this fourth house, I'm feeling that you might have a past lives with this person, or this person is really reminding you of someone that you knew from your past. But however it resonates, it's still this person will expose some parts of your subconscious that will want to be in the surface, will want to be exposed. So you will get a little bit emotional when you meet your future spouse. You might feel like a little baby, out of their womb. Like you are reborn again, but this is a scary process. So it might be that you feel a little bit vulnerable and exposed, because there will be some things resurfacing from your subconscious and from your past lives. I'm getting a specific image of someone that you were in a relationship with this person. So you and your future spouse were in a relationship in previous lives together, and you were forced to separate. There was something blocking your connection. You couldn't be together in that particular lifetime, and that caused you a lot of pain. You were really miserable by needing to letting go of him or her and that specific lifetime. And that's why when you meet your future spouse, you might experience that pain again, and you might even not want to start a relationship with them at first, because your subconscious will resist the pain of this grief that you might felt in the previous lifetimes. So don't be discouraged by your emotional side when you meet someone like that. When someone brings a lot of emotions, it doesn't mean that they are a bad person. It just means that something is more deeper than you can think. Something is irrational. some feelings are really irrational, and you might want to cry and crawl up in your little cave and just cry and experience that pain and that grief again. It's almost like your soul remembers things that your consciousness can't remember. It's really deep, and it will be unexpected a little bit. You cannot prepare for this. You cannot possibly prepare meeting your future spouse, because how? You cannot be prepared for something like that. Yeah. What else? And I feel like this meeting, the first meeting, will be really closely orchestrated by your spirit guides and by your ancestors, because all your ancestors are rooting for you. They wanting for you to be happy. They want for you to be release all that baggage, all that pain that you hold on for so many lifetimes, even lifetimes. I'm hearing that grief. Like, there's something really deep about this. I don't know why, but I'm just getting like that separation or that loss of your person in previous lifetimes caused you so much pain that it affected your next lifetimes. Even lifetimes after that, you felt, you still dealt with the grief of it. And it affected your decisions that you later did, unfortunately, in some negative way. So you might feel those emotions again, and that is totally normal, and your ancestors will help you to deal with those emotions and will help you to see the light, because this is really happy new beginning for you. This is really something to be celebrated. This is really happy. Even though I'm talking about the serious emotions, it's not that serious. I know that you are ready to face those emotions, you are ready to face that grief again, and you will be able to let go of any anger or, frustration or any like negativity that might come up, okay? And you might even not understand why you're affected by this person. Like, they are not doing too much. They are not asking you too deep questions, or they are not just, they might just sit around and look into your eyes, and you might get emotional. You might want to cry. So, yeah. Okay, let's move forward and see your tarot. Yeah, I've hearing Dua Lipa song, "Oh No, Love Has Found Me Again." Like, how do you call? You got me in love again. Yeah, you got me in love again. Like that, this song. So I'm feeling that your future spouse will be admitting to themselves that they're having feelings for you, and it will be really hard for them to feel those feelings, because they are not used to those feelings. They are not used to operating from their heart space. They are trying not to be too sensitive, and appear as vulnerable, as weak. Like, they are trying really hard to put a facade on and not really showing their emotions to everyone. So when they will admit to themselves that they are having feelings for you, both of your ancestors and spirit guides will be clapping, like, yeah, that's it, like they finally got it, they finally opened their heart space. Because you will not be only one who will face a lot of emotions. I feel like your future spouse will have a different journey from yours, because you will get like really emotional during those dates and meetings with your future spouse, and they, on the other hand, will be totally emotionless and you almost feels like you are feeling for them. You're feeling a lot of things that they are not able to feel. If you're an empath, that probably happened before in your life, that you meet someone and you can tell that this person is, for example, angry or frustrated, but they are not admitting to themselves that they are frustrated, and you might feel that anger inside, you know. So this is the case in with your future spouse. You might feel emotions that even doesn't belong to you because they are scared of those feelings. So it's a little bit unfortunate, because the person who is more sensitive has to feel for both of you. So unfortunately it's you will be more sensitive and you might feel for both of you. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, we have the Hangman and Two of Cups. So your future spouse, whenever they date you, whenever they talk to you, is going to feel like the time has stopped. They are really, really present, and both of you are not going to notice how come the time went so fast, because you will be in the moment with each other. You will be really in the moment, really present, and not really counting the minutes, not watching, not looking to the watch. But I feel like your future spouse will be stuck and stubborn when they will date you, even though they have some sort of feelings or maybe a physical attraction to you, but they will be really stubborn and stuck in their pattern. So it might be that, again, like it's related with this not admitting what they are feeling, they're trying to block their emotions in some way. And so you might get almost stuck with them together, because if you're not really showing your emotions, you can really not get in a close relationship or intimate relationship with somebody, because you're not opening your heart, you're not offering yourself, you're not surrendering to the feelings. Okay, so you might get in a friend zone, you might get in some stuck situation that you feel like things are not moving. But actually, I feel like it's more responsibility on your part. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. So it's nothing to worry about, but it's just, it will be a process for them to open up to you. And you have to be more willing to push them to open up. And showing them, not in a bad way, like not pushing them and saying, oh, you're really sad today, what happened to you? Not like this, but it's just that I am sad. Like, for example, expressing your emotions and feelings will be really good to show the example that you can be vulnerable, you can be emotional, you can talk about these things. And they might feel inspired by your example, and they will start slowly open up about their emotions and feelings. Okay, but you will be the one who is more I would say emotionally intelligent, and more not emotionally intelligent, because both of you are emotionally intelligent, but you're the one who is more more comfortable talking about your feelings. I'm not saying that you are always like that, but you are more willing to talk about your feelings. So you must be the one who will initiate those conversations. And you see this woman is just ringing the bell in front of him, and he's not seeing that, he's not noticing. So it's almost like the subtle things that you do, and if you show affection in a subtle ways, they will not understand it, because you have to be more like be more open, because they will not understand the subtle things that you do to show the affection, to show that you're interested in them. It's almost that you almost have to say that you're interested, to say that you like them, in order for them to be sure that it is you are the right person and they can do a next move. Yeah, that's really interesting. Your future spouse feels a little bit detached sometimes. They might feel detached even when talking to you. They might feel like too logical or too cold sometimes, but they are not like that. They have a soft side to them as well. They're just not comfortable enough at first to open up. Okay, we have Two of Pentacles and Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Five of Swords speaks about the conflict, and Two of Pentacles is about different perspective. So I feel like your future spouse will have different opinions about things, different belief system than yours, but and you might not get them at first. Like if you listen to them for a long time and they will talk about politics or something that is going on in the world, and you might not understand their train of thoughts, you might not understand where they are coming from. Like if there's something, it's almost like if they are mean, you might think that, oh, they're a mean person, or they're they're not aware of some problems that is happening in the world, but actually they just have really different perspective on life. And you might mix those types of conversations with a person who is really arrogant and tends to fight with others, or is not aware or immature, something like that. So you might need more time for getting to know each other, and you might need to change your perspective and to try to think more and be more curious about them. Be more curious where this is coming from, where those thoughts are coming from. Is this like, it's not as bad as you might think initially. Like those thoughts and how they are thinking, how they are viewing the world is not as bad as you think. And you will find out later, of course, when you will be in a relationship with this person, you will find out a lot of things about them, and you will get a higher perspective on things, and you will see that it's totally normal. Like they are not a bad person. They are not a bad person. They just have really different opinions, different view about life than average people. And they don't, and also I'm feeling that they don't want to fight with you. They don't like drama, they don't like conflicts. They're really calm. They want to calmly discuss things. They are not super emotional when it comes to just solving problems. They're not really sorry, they're not coming from emotional viewpoint. They always try to be calm when they're solving some problems, whether it be relationship problems or business or job, anything. They like to be calm and analyzing things rationally. Okay, we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So you might see that this person works a lot. They're workaholic, and they are, like I said before, they are analyzers. They analyze everything. They overthinkers. They overthink a lot of things, and sometimes they are stuck in their mind, in their head. They will be overthinking this connection as well, unfortunately, but this is what they're going to do. And if you will not push them, if you will not initiate some changes in that, they might be continuously not moving forward with your connection. I have to say it. I know it's not easy to hear this because the responsibility is on you, but it's almost like an infinite circle when they are analyzing everything, and there's no end to this. There's no end for analyzing, because you can, learn about each other all your life, and still you can not really know that you know the person that you're with. And you can know every detail about them, but you still cannot say like, I know him or her. So that's why it is not beneficial to know their past. And this message is also for you as well. It's not beneficial for you to be focusing too much on the details, on what will be they doing, like what are their plans, like everything. You must get to know each other from the emotional and love perspective. It's almost like, don't ask too much questions, but more like be with each other, feel each other. And you might have to learn this or relearn this. If you got used to dating people who are talking a lot, and you might think that this is the right way of getting to know each other, this is not, because I feel like you know the person when you're experiencing something with them, or you are just looking into each other's eyes. That's when you get to know each other more than you are just, asking hundreds of millions of questions to each other. So that will apply to both of you. I feel like both of you will try to overanalyze things, but you will be the one who will stop this pattern. With the Ten of Swords and the King of Cups, I feel like, again, this person, your future spouse, will admit their feelings to themselves, and it will not take a lot of time to admit those feelings to you. But first, it will take a long time to admit those feelings to themselves. That's why it might feel strange, a little bit strange, and also a little bit sad. You might feel sad that your relationship is not going forward. You are stuck in a friendship, or you're not really close with each other. Like, there's a wall between you. There's a little wall between you. And your future spouse is asking for patience, because they went through a lot. With the Ten of Swords, they went through a really difficult times before. They were really heartbroken. Something that happened in their life was really painful. And it made them question the existence of life. This is how painful it was. They made ask questions like, what is the purpose of my life? Is it worth it? Is it worth existing like this? Is it like is there happiness waiting for me? Is there hope for me? This person is was really in a painful stage, and that's why they will be not willing to share everything about them at first, okay? Yeah, but in general, this person is really emotional, giving and caring. They will be really caring, and also they will think about dating you. They will plan your dates, so you don't have to worry about those things. They will, like I said, they are over-analyzing everything. So, of course, they will plan everything out before you meet, before you're dating, and during the date might be. They're really nervous. Also, I'm feeling that they are nervous. They will feel nervous, uncomfortable sometimes. They will not know if the feelings that they have are reciprocated. Okay, and we also have a dog barking, advice from a friend. So I'm going to clarify this card. Oh, I already know. So during dating, after dates, before dates, you will be asking your friend help, and your friend will help you to pick the outfit. Also, maybe they will say things that what you have to say about certain things about in your life. For example, if you do have kids, how do you say it? How do you say it for the first time? Like, I do have kids, you know. Maybe you can say it spontaneously. Maybe you can prepare yourself for saying this. Or if you have some unconventional hobby of yours, that might be an issue, and you might not know it. You might not know how to say it, how to talk about yourself. So your friend will help you with those things and will give you a lot of valuable advices. And this friend is, I don't know, it just talks a lot. And this friend will be really excited. I feel like this friend will be really, really excited about you and about your finally dating someone. They will be really excited. And they will be the ones who will call after the date and say, how was it? How was it? Did you kiss? Did you do that? Did you do that? Yeah, it will be really exciting for them as well. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, I feel like you might have a lot of fears in regards of romantic connections, because you might dealt with some people that are manipulative, and you will need more time to really see that this person doesn't have any manipulative tendencies, because even though they are closed off and a little bit guarded, but they are not thinking bad thoughts. They're not thinking something negative about you, because you might think that this person is thinking something that they're like is nasty, or I don't know, it's not nasty, but it's negative, it's brutal. You might think that this person is their silence means that they are not happy about you, about what you said or something like that, but actually they're just contemplating something. They're just contemplating and not willing to share their thoughts about maybe your situation, maybe about your life, about your, you know, personality. They will be a little bit closed off, like I said. Okay. Final messages. Pile number 3. Final messages. We have desk. Pay attention to your work. So whatever you're doing, please keep doing, because you might meet in the workplace, or your work might be important when meeting your future spouse. So why it is important? Because you have to be busy. You have to be busy. You have to keep yourself busy before meeting your future spouse and during those dating moments, because you might not know where to put your energy. You might not know where to, you know, how to release the tension that you might feel during the dating phase. So work is really important for you to almost put attention elsewhere and focus on things that are not related with your future spouse, not related with your love life. That will keep you sane, I'm hearing. That will keep you sane, and that will not get you so obsessed. And this message applies to your current situation and to your future situations when you will date someone like that. Because obviously that might be a little bit difficult, dating someone like that who is not, I wouldn't say not prepared for romantic connections, but has a lot of baggage that they need to solve by themselves. So yeah, the work will be really important for you to focus on. So that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Hope you enjoy my reading. If you're interested in ordering personal readings with me, you can visit my website, which is infinitesky.eu, or you can go to the description box and everything will be down there. So thank you and bye.